The Astros take on the Rays in Game 2 of the ALCS. Just a reminder, we've got a new promo code. Use the code OCTOBER and it'll save you 15% off of our entire site. Welcome to Picks and Parlays. Craig Trapp, how you going over there, man?
Pretty good. I was pretty surprised actually that the Houston Astros team fought everything against all odds, against everybody rooting against them, and probably Major League Baseball not wanting them to definitely not go to the World Series, but probably not even advance. So we see this Astros team here, and the Rays. I mean, everybody for the season thought the Yankees and the Rays knocked out the big bad Yankees. So a surprising matchup here for Game 2, at least is which two teams ended up here.
So we don't have any lines out on this game yet because they're currently playing right now. They're in the second inning. The Astros are up by 1. I took the series price on the Astros at plus 160. I thought I could get some good value there and maybe hedge it a little later on if I needed to. What do you think the line would be on this game? We've got the starting pitchers. We know that the Rays are going to start Charlie Morton, and we know that the Astros are going to start Lance McCullers Jr. So that's what we do know.
I think Tampa is going to be favored in this one in that minus 120 to 135 range. And I do expect the over under to be in that 8.5 to 9 run range. And to me, I don't really like the side in this matchup because both these pitchers have been really tough for me to bet personally this year. It seems like when I bet against them, that's when they show, it's just one of these matchups, these pitchers that you just can't pick the right side to be on the right game for them. So to me, I'm looking at the total in this one. And I think these offenses show up in Game 2. Let's remember they're playing at Petco Field at 4:07 Eastern Standard Time, so it's in the midday. I think the ball is going to be flying out like we saw in that early matchup in the Padres series. So I like the over. Like I said, I'd be 8.5 or 9 in that range, and I think they go 6-5, 6-4 type game. I definitely think it goes over.
So let me ask you about this. Charlie Morton used to pitch for the Astros. Who do you think has the advantage? The batters against Morton or Morton against the batters there?
Well, Morton's been with Tampa for a few years, but obviously Houston has such a veteran lineup that's been around. So a lot of these guys obviously seen them. I don't really think there's a big edge there because I just think Tampa is the better lineup, from 1 to 9. So to me, if I had to play a side, I would probably play Tampa just because I think they have the better offense and more complete offense. And I think they have a better bullpen too. I think starting it's pretty close in this series, but I think the bullpen is definitely an edge to Tampa in my opinion. So I would take Tampa on the side, but I think the much stronger play, you just lay the total, play the over. I think this one goes, 10, 11 runs, easily pushing over what I expect to be 8.5 or 9 listed total.
Totally agree with that. I think I cashed the over in just about every one of the last 4 games of every series. All right, guys. So there you have it. Craig Trapp says to play the over in the Astros and Rays game. That's your free MLB pick from Picks and Parlays. Bet, win, repeat.